Hi, amigo, me here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Game Gear. Now we're going to be playing Bridge Zone. Now, this zone is new to the Game Gear version of the game, as you already know. Well, as I presume you know anyway, so long as you've watched the Mega Drive Let's Play, or you've played the Mega Drive game. Yeah, this level is one of my favourites in, like, just basically for Sonic in general. I have a lot of memories playing this level, mainly because this game was actually a part of Sonic Adventure DX when you unlocked certain amount of emblems in that game. I'll be getting to that game eventually, but this is one of the this was the Sonic game that my mum played before I was born, and this was the reason why she got me into Sonic. She obviously made me play one of the later Sonic games. Well, it wasn't that late. It's basically Sonic 1, but it was the Mega Drive version instead of, you know, this version, because she sold this version before I was even born. Yeah. She never remembered the name of this game though. She just thought and it kind of confused us because there was two Sonic the Hedgehogs basically. This, as you can see in the title, this is Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I already Let's Played one called Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the Game Gear version, and the other one's the Mega Drive version. So we always called this game Sonic the Hedgehog the Log Game, or the Log one, just because there's a lot of logs in this game. Mainly because Bridge Zone, you have all the logs you have to, cause I think you could pretty much get where I'm coming at though. Plus you got, there's another zone upcoming, it's the next zone. Spoilers, it's called Forest Zone. Well, no, Jungle Zone, sorry. And that has a lot of logs in it as well. It's mainly just because the amount of times that they use wood-type aesthetics. So yeah. Now, in the Mega Drive version of Sonic 1, they were originally planning on having it so you started off with green type of but basically a greenish type level, so Green Hill Zone, and then as you get further in the game, everything will start to get more mechanical, so, you know, it'll just gradually rise and rise, but then they changed that, so, like, because Labyrinth Zone was originally going to be, like, the second zone, but let's change some of the stuff around to make it so it's not much of a difficulty spike, whereas in this game, they actually still keep to that. So, this level, the first level is green, the second level, you know, it gets less green, and they kind of have more robotic stuff as you go along the game, so, like the last two levels are like Scrap Brain, and, there's some other one, which, I'm not going to spoil that yet. But yeah, Scrap Brain is still in this game, thought I'd let you know. Labyrinth Zone is the other one that's also in this game. So there's 3 zones that are new and 3 zones that are from the other Sonic one. Even so, the level design is still very different, and the way they just made the game, it feels unique anyway. As you saw in the first act, I got a Chaos Emerald. To get that Chaos Emerald, you have to go on one of the logs and let it fall down, and when it falls down, quickly jump to the left, as you can probably see. Now, this next level is an auto-scrolling level, and it's not actually that bad, you know. Auto-scrolling levels sometimes bore me just because they're kind of slow, but I don't know, I quite like it here. I don't know if it's just the music or just the level itself just being overly nice. Yeah, there isn't really many auto-scroll levels in this game though. Something I'd recommend here is waiting till you can see the whole bridge, and then once you see the whole bridge, you can walk across. Because basically the things fall down, and if this camera hasn't gone all the way to the right and you can't see anything past the bridge, then I wouldn't recommend risking going across, because you might fall and the camera might not make it in time, so yeah. But actually, if you go on this little thing here, the weight will push you down and make you jump higher. Now, if you go up to that ledge up there, I believe there's an extra life up there, and that's the best way to get it. You might be able to quickly get it this way. I haven't done it, but yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. I think it's an extra life. It might be a checkpoint or rings, but I'm pretty sure it's an extra life. I don't know. There is an extra life here. Either way, though, just yeah. I do really like the music in this place, this zone. The music's really, really good. It's one of my favourite tracks on the entire series of the handheld games, anyway. It'll definitely be in, like, the top 3. Not number 1, I definitely know what number 1 goes to. But, yeah, that's the end of that level. There we go. And we get an exclamation mark, which means another bonus round. Oh, something you probably noticed there, the load of black went around the screen for a second. Basically, what happened is, I'm playing this on the Sonic Mega Collection Plus, which is available for the PS2 and the Xbox. And, on that version, if you push down the right analog stick, it makes the screen go really small. And sometimes I just get bored and randomly click buttons while it's loading. And I think that happens about 2 or 3 times during this Let's Play, so... Sorry about that, but I kind of get bored sometimes, and I just randomly press buttons because it's the music. Yeah, something kind of annoying about these special stages is the fact that you bounce around everywhere. You can't keep track of Sonic sometimes. But... on the bright side, you don't actually need to, you know, beat these bonus stages. It's just something fun you can do. There we go, continue, which means if we die, we'll get a few extra lives when we start, and we'll start back to the last level it was on. Not that I'll need it, though, because, I mean, if you're expecting me to die in this Let's Play, then you think very lowly of me, okay? Yeah, we have 2 Chaos Emeralds in total. There's 1 Chaos Emerald for each zone, which is pretty cool. They have, they don't, like, have them in a specific order or anything for what act they'd be in. They're just generally, you know, there in certain acts, and not in other acts and whatnot. You'll see where they are throughout this Let's Play. Yeah. Here's this boss. This boss is really easy. All you gotta do is hold down the rolling button, and you can just roll in place and attack Eggman. It's pretty easy. This game does come with a lot of easy bosses, but prior to how easy it is, it's still a nice, fun game to play. And I still think it's rather challenging. I mean, when I first played it when I was younger, I wasn't too good at this game, so yeah. But anyway, guys, that's the end of part 2. I'll see you next time in part 3. We'll be heading to Jungle Zone. See you then.